So here we are in Budva, Montenegro, and this is a party place for a lot of people from Eastern Europe. If you're Russian, Ukrainian, Polish, you probably know all about this place. If you're an American, how would you equate this? Like a spring break place?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's a beautiful place, but man, it rocks at night.
It's got history, and there are calm places, but if you're looking for action in Montenegro and a nightlife, then Budva is where it is, or where it's at. So we're exploring Budva today, but it's gonna be daytime, so it's not gonna be crazy, but there's nice beaches here, restaurants, and a fortress, old world history.
The old town.
The old town. We're here off season and right after COVID, so these streets are oftentimes during the season packed, and these beaches are just crowded beyond belief. But for now, we get to see it while it's peaceful and serene. But we are looking forward to seeing the tourists come back and bringing life back to Budva. The scenery here is tranquil. It's beautiful. And you'll see an island out into the bay. That's the island of Hawaii. And as we look off into the far off distance, you'll see a little spike that's in the old town. That church. We'll be going by there in a little bit. So let's start our walk. So now, walking from the beach, going to Stari Grad, or the old town of Budva, you're going to pass a ton of restaurants. There's all kinds of good food here for any type of appetite or any type of person. Whether you're a vegetarian, if you like seafood, if you're a steak person, there's going to be something along this walkway. And the views are stunning. And to be quite honest, from Western standards, the price of food here is very reasonable. If you were to compare it to a typical US city like Orlando or Houston or Tampa, it's going to be fairly inexpensive. You're going to walk across some areas with some yachts and fishing boats as you go along, and you get a feel of the culture. Yes, you have the yachts coming in with the money, but you have the fishing environment here as well. If you come here in the right time of the day, I think primarily in the later part of the day or the evenings, you'll find them with their fresh catch, and you'll be able to buy fish oftentimes right here along the walkway. But it's adding to the charm of being in that Mediterranean climate. This Adriatic coastal town of Budva has a lot of history. It's been around since the 5th century. There's been Roman ruins here. So now as we enter into the gates, these gates or these walls were primarily built by the Venetians. And you go through this old town and it takes you back in time. There's buildings in here that are centuries upon centuries old. And there's a lot of shops and restaurants in here. Life goes on here, although it's in a different century. There's been life going on here for over 1,000 years. I come right out here to the beach. This is such a picturesque beach. If you come here, you've got to check this place out. And then, isn't that beautiful? Just a gorgeous place to go swimming and be part of history. We got the fortress walls right behind us, and that little hole lets you out here from within. And yes, you can absolutely go swimming out here. And of course, there's some restaurants right out here on the beach as well. I'm telling you, I'm getting kind of hungry. We've passed so many restaurants, and sitting on this beach being able to watch this water and look at the scenery while eating. These ladies had it right. Sunning, getting their food. I'm just trying to talk Julie into something because my stomach is growling. Eventually I'm going to get her arm twisted. We'll find the right place. She wanted to get in where it's a little bit cooler, so we're heading back into the walls, into the old town for a little bit further exploration and seeing if we can find the right restaurant for Julie. There's also souvenir shops within the walls of the old town. And of course you're going to have your high-end fashion stores, so if you need to get any kind of item, whether it's a bathing suit or a suit, you can get that here. You've got your magnets, your tchotchkes, your t-shirts, and of course high-end jewelry, because when you're on a romantic getaway, diamond bracelet for the wife or the girl, that's what you need. Now, history is alive and well here. Churches are still being used today, and so when we look at the church here, this church was built in the 7th century. I mean, the history. And people still good to go in here and pray. This is the Catholic church here in the old town of Budva. Most of the churches in the area are Eastern Orthodox. So, right over here next to it, you have the Church of the Holy Trinity. It's a bit newer church, built in 1797. But again, these churches, they're still in use, living history. Now, if you are new to this channel, Julie and I, we're trying to travel the world and show you what it's like to live places, and oftentimes we'll focus on the cost of living, but we also want to do the tourist stuff and show you the cultural places that we may go to, as well as have adventures. We want to share landscapes like this with you, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, and please give this video a like if you haven't already. Yes, we're retired, we're traveling the world, and we're with our 2 dogs. We absolutely love Montenegro, and we made Montenegro our home base as we travel through Europe, and we actually own a little home in the town not far from here called Kotor. So check out our other videos regarding Kotor and the home that we have here and the cost of living. Pretty beautiful town, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, yes. It's a gorgeous town.
So I've got to ask you one thing, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we having lunch? I'm hungry. Are we gonna find somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere in the shade. I'm not used to this heat right now.
Yeah, it's probably about 83, 84 degrees today, and it's right before May. It's the end of April. So let's go find some food before I disappear. Budva is very romantic. If you were going to plan a honeymoon or you want to do something special, coming out here in the spring or the fall before it gets too busy in the summer is absolutely a great time to come and explore this place.
I know you can't smell this, but oh my gosh, they smell heavenly.
Wow. The flowers smell great. The water is beautiful. It's almost warm enough to go swimming, and I was so tempted this day because it was a nice, warm, beautiful day. So that little island out there, it's got a beach, and you have to get out there by a boat. It's known as Hawaii here, so in the area here of Budva, if you hear about going out to Hawaii, it's going out to that little island. It's supposed to be quite the happening place. We won't make it this trip, but we will make it there someday. So for those of you new at watching this channel, Julie's a little bit of a health nut, so I'm trying to find lunch, but sometimes it's not easy. There's pizza right there. I'm dying. There's a pizza over on the other side. Come on, Julie, we're hungry. I say we because me and my stomach. And there's good food here. And the prices are great. Only a couple euros. Nice big slice of pizza. Okay, so we found the Pasta Bar Snack Bar. Nice little place by the fortress wall. Got some pretty good options for us on the menu. Cute little gift shop right here. Interesting lights and different types of clothing options in there. It looks like a neat little tourist place to go check out. But you can see it's just a nice little quaint little corner here in the fortress in Budva. You excited about your order, honey?
Sure. always good.
So I'm excited. One of my favorite juices is beet, apple, carrot, but I normally will put some ginger into it. They have the beet, carrot, and apple here. It's €4. Maybe it's a little pricier than having a beer or something, but it's healthy. So here's to my health. Here's to you. It's good. So at the pasta bar, I've got the this pasta. It's a vegetarian one with walnuts. It's a cream of mushroom. It looks fantastic. I'm about to try a bite. Julie's got her famous Greek salad. So I'm going to take the quick bite and let you know how it tastes. That's really good. So if you're coming to Budva, I would tell you the pasta bar has got good pasta. And Julie, of course, enjoyed her healthy Greek salad. We all left content and happy for the day. Now, of course, as you may be aware, Julie and I, we live in the old town of Kotor, a UNESCO Heritage Site. And if you wanted to live in this old town here in Budva, there are homes for sale in here, and people do live here. You can also stay here in an Airbnb or hotel within these walls. But if you want, there's all kinds of new construction and new buildings going on around here. But living in the old town is definitely a great investment because they can't build new homes in these places. Outside, there's restaurants outside these walls. There's lots of life outside these walls. There's the beach environment. You have the yacht clubs here. There's a yacht club over in Tavat as well. That's $1 billion yacht club over there. So this place is really booming and new construction is happening outside. I just want to highlight how much construction is going on here in Budva. Up on that hillside, you've got construction. You've got this area over here with the crane building a new building. Right over here next to it, another area with a big crane building a building. And then as we come over this direction, 2 more large buildings going up. So this place is booming here in Budva. Now, if you have not already, please give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe. As Julie and I, we travel the world looking at what it's like to live in different countries and the cost of living, of course, doing the adventures and tourism things. Now, as I mentioned in a previous video, you can get residency in Montenegro by owning a home. So if you're looking for a place to settle in Europe, take a vacation to Montenegro. Come out here in the spring and the fall, see what life is like, and of course the summertime. And if you really want to go out and check out things in the winter, inland there's even skiing here. So check out this beautiful little country on the Adriatic. Maybe it's right for you. And if you're budget conscious, cost of living here is probably roughly 1/3 of what it would cost in most middle range cities in the United States. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're going to follow Julie and I as we travel. So until next time, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.